Everyone, how's everyone doing here today? And today I wanted to ask an interesting question primarily to the MAGA crowd out there. And it's a serious question. I really want you to think about it before you answer. And that is, why do you think it's necessary or your responsibility to pay for somebody else's legal bills, namely Donald Trump's? Okay? Now, before you answer, consider this and be honest. He started doing this campaign even before he announced he was running in 2024. It was all part of the Stop the Steal, which has been proven time and time again to be a big lie. You don't believe me? Okay. Recently, Giuliani had put out a statement that he didn't have any evidence to prove what he said. And the other person, not Gina Ellis, the other one, I'm blanking on her name, but she had put out a statement saying that only an unreasonable person would believe such lies. It sounds like to me she's calling you stupid. I'm not. Those are her words, okay? Anyhow, Trump has a considerable amount of wealth. He owns several properties, which I'm sure you'll agree, and he has his own, jet airline, okay? Not a mini luxury plane, a jet airline. Each and any one of these he could easily sell, make a good amount of money, and use that to pay his legal expenses. And he doesn't, and you should ask yourself why. Now, you can debate the merits of the case and everything, and call it a witch hunt and everything like he does, but that's him just doing his usual routine, which he said himself. You repeat the lie enough times, people are going to start to believe it. How do I know it's a lie? I don't know for sure, but there is compelling evidence. Now, is the voter election thing a lie? Absolutely. You think it's a witch hunt? Okay. Let's say the exact same charges and events leading up to it, from January 6th to the election and all that, was headed by Hillary Clinton back in 2016. Let's say Trump won in 2020, and it was Joe Biden who did a Stop the Steal. And a bunch of his supporters, tried to break into the Capitol on January 6th. Would you still be calling it a witch hunt? If they were receiving the exact same indictments, would you say, oh, no, that's not true, it was peaceful insurrection, or the thing with the ballots and all that stuff? Trump is where he is because of his own actions, okay? He was the one that made the bribe to Stormy Daniels. He didn't have to do that. He was the one that took the documents. Nobody planted them. He never said he didn't do it. He wasn't being framed. He took them, and he had opportunity to put them away, give them back. Same thing with the phone call to Georgia, which is the recent indictment he's doing. That's his own doing. Nobody held a gun to his head, okay? But yet he made the phone call, and you have it on tape. Now, I know some of you are going to struggle to make excuses. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinions. But why are you sending him money when you know perfectly well he could easily afford this on his own? Okay? Because, let's be real, that's the primary reason he's running to try and become president again. That is the only thing he can do to shield himself. And as long as he continues the grift, as long as you guys are willing to pay his bills, he's going to keep telling those lies. He's going to keep taking the money. What do you expect from an immoral person who doesn't really care about people? Because in the end, you need to ask yourself, I'm sending a billionaire money to pay for his legal bills. So what am I doing? Am I supporting country? Or am I supporting just one person? I really want you to think about it. I'm giving you a very tough lesson. And, before you jump to an answer or just go for the whataboutism or a pivot or just dish out an insult, which I'm used to getting from Trump supporters, if I told you I was sending money to Hunter Biden to pay his legal bills, I could just imagine some of the words you would have for me. You wouldn't be like, oh, why are you doing that? You'd be like, oh, what are you, stupid or something, this and that? Yet you're doing it to a billionaire. And just to put it in better perspective, let's say you really wanted to serve America. Let's say, collectively, and I don't know what the amount is, but it's pretty high, but just to throw this out, let's say you all raise $5 million. $5 million that Donald Trump would use to pay his legal bills, which he doesn't need to because he has his own funds, but he's going to rely on you, working class people. Ask yourself this. What if instead of paying Trump's legal bills, I put that $5 million towards, say, feeding the veterans? What if I did it to feeding homeless or providing for infrastructure? What if I did it for helping to expand health care for those that don't have it? What if I put that money towards any number of charities? Hurricane relief for Florida, the fire relief for Maui, or feeding children who are starving and living in food insecure homes. That you can at least do that and say, hey, you know what? I'm serving America because I'm helping fellow Americans like myself. You could easily be one of those people in need. And even if that were the case, Donald Trump would still expect you to send him money because he can't stop breaking the law. I know it's a tough thing to really reflect upon, but I'm really asking you to think about it. And I'm not saying that to be judgmental or put you down. It's your money. In the end, you got to do with it whatever you feel like doing it. I get it. But what is the ultimate goal? Are you trying to serve country? Are you trying to serve America? Or are you just serving one person? Because in the end, you can believe whatever lies you want. But without evidence, that's all they are, just lies. And people time and time again say, oh, I feel the election was stolen. I feel this and that. I feel the indictments were fraud. But all I have to do is change the name from Trump to Biden or Clinton, and suddenly it's a whole different belief system. It's, yeah, their persons are guilty. It's, no, the elections weren't stealing. We can all feel whatever it is we want, but without any evidence, what good is it? It's just a bunch of lies, or it's just a bunch of conspiracy theories, or a bunch of beliefs that make us feel better, but in the end, aren't really based on reality or truth. Okay? Like I said, I know it's a tough lesson to grasp, and I'm saying, rather than use your hard-earned money to help a billionaire grifter who just can't stop breaking the law, why not use it to help other Americans at least? You're not helping me. You're helping people that truly are in need, and there are a lot more of them out there than there are of Donald Trump. And unlike them, they don't have multiple properties to sell. They don't own private planes. Like you, some of them are just struggling and trying to make ends meet. So, in the end, I'd rather give money for a charitable cause, which I've been doing recently. I recommend some of you do the same, not for my sakes, but for America's sakes, okay? And tell this grifter, you want money, go pay your own damn bills. That's what I would say to him. Yes, I would also give the same message to Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton if they were out breaking the law. That's your problem, not mine. Pay your own legal bills. I'm here to serve America, not just one person. Anyway, thank you for watching. I really hope you understand. It's important that you do.